Earlier this year, I bought this stunning coin from the Royal Mint, and this week I have bought another coin from the Royal Mint. Slightly different in the way that it looks and feels, but it's equally as beautiful and very valuable. And I'm super excited to show all of you this wonderful new edition that I have purchased from the Royal Mint. Everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and welcome to another In Focus Friday where we have a close look at cool things made of silver or gold. Now we've got here coin of the year, in my opinion, this 2022 proof quintuple sovereign. That's 5 sovereigns worth of gold, nearly 1.2 ounces. It's a stunner and in many ways the best performing coin of the year, having almost eclipse the entire value on its own of the set that it came in, and you put that in context with the 2, the 1, the half and the quarter sovereign that are left to the side. It's a brilliant piece. So when the Royal Mint announced and released their latest in the sovereign, and I think this is going to be the last 2 releases, the 5 sovereign BU uncirculated, and there was also a Piedfort sovereign, but I'm not really a fan of those kind of coins. I had to buy it. You know, I'm a bit of a slave to the Royal Mint's product and marketing department, but also I do think that the Jubilee celebration coins, these sovereigns, I think are really good picks. And of course, this one has done exceptionally well so far in terms of that financial return. And I do think, whilst this is going to be a slow burner, I think this is going to be a big pick for the future and something definitely to hold on to for a while. So here is the box. Here's all of the information. We'll go through it all as we go. I'd love to know what you think down below of this coin, of this series, of the whole sovereign sets and its potential as well. So comment in that comment section, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you're enjoying as well. So this is a brilliant uncirculated coin, and for those that don't know, the difference between brilliant uncirculated and proof is the striking standard and quality. Theoretically, proof coins are going to be better. They're going to be struck to a higher degree. Often they'll have more than one impression going on them from the die to get a really deep and perfect strike. BU coins are much faster to make. They churn more off the production line. Although when you see the mintage on this, that's really not necessarily a massive factor to play. So you get this little presentation booklet with it, of course, commemorating the longest reigning monarch, the Queen here. This is the whole reason this design and coin is out there. If you want to have a read of this, have a pause of the video and have a look at your own leisure. It's really nice to have these as a little optional little extra within the book. There's the designer, Timothy Node, such a good designer, and needs to be really championed for his skill in the engraving of this coin and its design. So that's always nice to have. Now we've got a little presentation box that we've all come to know and love from the Royal Mint, the little sort of mahogany gloss finish box. It's very pretty, very nice, and as with all of these boxes, you have the ability to stand it up with a little magnet, and you can have that presentation unit if you so wish to have it on your mantelpiece. Now, if you do that, you've got to factor in that you've got a £2,500 or £2,635 to be precise, gold coin sat out on your mantelpiece. But you know, some people perhaps like to have these things in a secure display case or something like that. So, you know, you can do with that as you will. But for me, it's very much take the coin out, put it in a secure place and put the box somewhere that you're not too worried about. So here is the coin. Now, immediately you can see the difference between these two. And I know which is my favourite. It's going to be the proof every time. I think it's just going to outshine the BU. But what I think is interesting is that this is one of the few matte finish sovereigns that come out. So there have not been particularly very many of them. They often will have this shiny proof background like you see on the proof coin there. And this does make it different. And I think that is pretty cool. I've always said as well, I love a matte finish on a coin. I think it actually accentuates a lot of the design features on the coin. You can often have quite a lot of that design lost within, sort of these shiny proof backgrounds. I don't feel that that's necessarily the case with this coin because it's just so well designed and so well framed within the coin, but I think it does make it a different coin altogether, a different kind of look and feel and design to it almost. Even though it's exactly the same kind of coin design, with that matte finish on the back, I do think it makes a difference and is actually quite attractive in its own right. It can never, I think, be compared like for like with a proof coin, but it certainly is pretty elegant. Now, as I said, the price point of this coin was £2,635, but I didn't pay that. I paid actually quite a lot less than that. And that's through getting things like cashback. Now, a lot of people ask quite a lot of the time, how do you always get these coins from the Royal Mint? Do you, I've got an account manager, don't get me wrong, but often you don't get these coins pre-reserved from your account managers. But The Silver Forum is a fantastic place to get knowledge about when coins are coming and what the release times are and dates. That's pretty much my one-stop shop resource for getting such information. You see on the back here the reverse differences as well with that proof. I actually prefer the way the light reflects off the matte finish there. It's beautiful. So the Silver Forum is a great place to do that. In terms of getting discounts, using cashback on cards, credit and debit cards, there are plenty out there that do that. But also there are various different cashback apps that you can get. The one that I use is Honey. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it advertised on various different YouTube channels along the way, but I wasn't sponsored by Honey to make this video, but I got 6% cashback from the Raw Mint on that. It's currently pending. I don't think it's going to not work, so I think that's going to be quite the significant cashback. So all in, I paid 7% less than kind of issue price for this coin, which is a beautiful thing to pay, significantly less for your coin. Even though this is an expensive coin, it does put it within the same price bracket as a proof coin, and that's, I think, a really other interesting element to talk about here. This proof version here we've seen in some recent coin auctions surpassing the entire value of the set that it came with. So the entire set of the first coin was 4,700, and when you break that down per coin, it's an approximate value of the same as this one here. But of course, this is a bigger, this is a better coin. It's bigger in its emphasis. It's better all round than the matte, you would argue. I can't remember the mintage off the top of my head for this one, but I think it's comparable at least to the big matte 5 sovereign here. So, if you're faced with this quandary about which to get, if you had that luxury, the proof is probably your best bet in terms of the money. But these ones here, they do tend to do pretty well. The unique year sovereigns of those matte finishes or the different privy marks or different design years, they have done traditionally very well. But the big elephant in the room for me about why I think these coins are going to continue to do exceptionally well over the next decade is, of course, the elephant in the room of the Queen not being a spring chicken anymore. She is starting to show her age, and there will come a time when, sadly, her reign will end. And of course, the next steps as to where that will go in terms of coins and the monarchy and designs and popularity of designs, I think, is going to be quite significant. But one thing I think is pretty safe to say is that we won't see a 70-year, well, I certainly won't, I won't be alive if there was another 70-year one, but I don't think generations to come are going to see another 70-year plus reign for a long time. It would take some unfortunate world events or unfortunate lifestyle and health events to create a young monarch starting their reign. It's just, I think, not really very likely to happen. And that makes these coins unique and their design unique and something really to savour. And I have very strongly considered, it'd be remiss of me not to, selling the proof coin here. Selling this one would pay for the entire set and more of the other ones, and I'd have essentially a free double, free proof, half and a quarter sovereign. I'd have basically 3.75 sovereigns worth of gold for free in proof form. But I'm not. I think this is very much a long-term hold style coin, and I do think the same can be said of the matte finish here. So I'd love to know what you think about this particular coin, this design, this matte finish versus proof. I think it's brilliant. What I don't think they're going to do is bring out a bullion version of this. So I think if you are wanting to get hold of one of these 5 sovereign pieces, you're going to be stuck with having to pay a lot of money for them. That's the other element that we're going to factor in here, that the price points of these are somewhat prohibitive for a lot of people getting even involved in them. I haven't even shown the COA. I do apologise for those of you. But if you've watched to this point in the video, you're a natural backyard bullion rambler, so you're used to my tangents and lack of ability to focus on one thing at a time. But here is the certificate with all of the information. Limited edition presentation 750 and a maximum coin mintage of 810. So there we have the 5 sovereign piece 2022 brilliant uncirculated coin. A stunner and a really good thing to get into my collection, into my stack, so to speak. And it's pretty good condition as well. I mean, I'm not seeing any issues on it at this point. And to be quite frank, it's about time to have got a good coin from the Raw Mint, because there have been quite a few negative ones. Also, capsule, by the way, is a screw one. Brilliant. Thank you, Raw Mint, for listening. It is much better than the push fit capsule that we've got here on the 5 sovereign. This one is actually a pretty good sovereign capsule. It's actually holding. The one that I originally got didn't, and I was very fortunate to exchange this to get a perfect specimen of a coin. But Good capsule. Well done, Raw Mint. So there we go. That is the 5 sovereign piece. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section. Otherwise, that's it from me. We'll see you on the next video. As always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.